It goes by many names, but the effects of moonshine, well, they are the same, right? It was once illegal to make the high-proof alcohol, but not anymore. Our Leon-Bibb takes us to Canal Fulton, where business is booming for one distillery.
Nestled in a quiet corner of Stark County, Ohio, is the picturesque community of Canal Fulton. Population about 5,500. Canal Fulton takes half its name from the old Ohio Erie Canal, cutting a wet path through town. In the center of town, shop signs announce an idea of what's inside, but this one says it straight up: whiskey. Well, more than whiskey, moonshine. Under the arrow,
I make liquor. I make moonshine, I make rum.
I had heard about a fella making moonshine liquor. We found Vinny Carbone working the business end of a whiskey still, catching his efforts one drop at a time.
I'm grinding the grains, I'm mashing the grains, I'm bottling, I'm labeling.
The word moonshine originally was tacked on illegal distillers operating by night without government okay. But Carbone is legal and licensed. Still, for a small whiskey maker, he welcomes the title moonshiner. But legal Carbone flashes a grin when he talks of his suspect ancestors who may have moonshined outside the law, making white lightning liquor.
We all have a different skill set that we've picked up through family.
Just through the folks in the family.
Yes. And we'll leave it at that.
So a Canal Fulton basement is running for whiskey stills. Slow process, one drop at a time for moonshiner Carbone's unaged booze. Everything he bottles is destined for sale in 20 Ohio liquor stores or at his own liquor license basement bar. Vinny and Aaron Carbone have named their straight white lightning or flavored liquors Apparition, which means ghost.
Here in Canal Fulton, we have quite a spirits-based, so the apparition being, play on the ghost or the spirits.
The Carbones whisper ghostly spirits sometimes tromp through their place. No ghost spirits showed up when I was there, but I did see liquid spirits by the gallons. Enough of it, says Carbone, to meet consumer demand. Yes, moonshine liquor is fired up in Canal Fulton.
In the mid-1800s, Canal Fulton was a big stop on the Ohio Erie Canal. Goods and passengers were transported up and down this waterway. Working this waterway were some tough-fisted, hard-drinking fellas who often got paid by liquor. Well, the canal is no longer a working waterway anymore. The old boys are gone, but the liquor is still here.
When you tell people that you are a moonshiner, what kind of reaction do you get?
Well, I get the idea. But Vinny Carbone emphasizes he's the legal one in Canal Fulton, and the patient one too. Has to be, watching what gives when corn and yeast for whiskey or molasses and yeast are under heat and the liquid is pushed through copper tubing. The process is much the same as it has been for generations. Drop by drop, the moonshine drips from the whiskey still. In Canal Fulton, Leon-Bibb, Channel 3 News.
Fantastic. Moonshine, man!
Moonshine.
Woo!
Leon got back from doing that piece, and
Yeah.
he was like, yeah, what are you up to today? I said, I'm going down to Canal Fulton to do the school visit today. So we were both down there the same day, but what an
The
interesting...
opposite spectrum.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. None of that around the kids, for sure. But yeah, a lot of fun down there in Canal Fulton.
Yeah.
Beautiful little area.